Hey guys, welcome to another Mini-Z video. I'll start with my stand with Ukraine statement. So here's my Ukrainian coloured Audi R8. So yesterday I drove my very first Nissan GTR 2008 Super GT car, and its reputation is correct. It drives fantastically. Absolutely love it. So this is the Motul one. So this is the one that's got 8 LEDs in it. So there we go. So front lights, 2 on either side, and the classic GTR quad tail lights. So I bought this one second hand, and I did have an issue with it, which is something I find I seem to have commonly with buying second hand Mini-Zs. And I could say it's fair to say that they were driving it on a wider track than me, because the turning circle wasn't enough until it hit the lights. So I had to modify the lights to be able to get a bit more turning circle for my narrow track. So I'll just show what's underneath it and say what I had to do. So the issue that it had is I'd used that silver foil sort of tape over the front headlights, and I could see that when I first drove it, it was sluggish accelerating out of corners, so I realised that the front wheels must have been getting caught on it. So then I just lifted it up and inspected, and sure enough the wheels were hitting the tape. So that was the only thing holding the lights in. They didn't hot glue them in or anything like that. So what I did then was, with trial and error, I just hot glued them in and twisted them in and hoped the wires wouldn't break, and then tested it, and that allowed me to get more of a turning circle, which is what I need on this track. So once I've done that, it's driving absolutely brilliantly on the track. So I'd say this is one of the best ones I've got for sure. So I'm glad I bought a lot of bodies of this car, because it's driving better than the Honda HSV 010. And in fact, I'm driving it on the chassis that I had the Honda on. And I just think this is an absolutely brilliant driving car. It may be on the heavy side, possibly, for stock racing, but it's just so stable and so easy to drive. I love it. So it does look good with all these lights on it. And of course, chrome on the roof and the rear window. So I'll put it back on the chassis, and I'll do a bit of driving just to show you how it drives on the track. I'm going to try something with the lights. I'm going to dim them to half and see whether that makes the headlights and tail lights more prominent. Lights aren't working on the back now. Okay, so it looks like I've got to fiddle with it more. I thought they'd be lit up except when braking. Yeah, so it's got a loose connection. So I've got to do more fiddling with it. That's the risk when you buy things second hand. Well, after some soldering and some hot gluing, we're back in business. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how it drives. And the rear lights are still working, which is good. So that's just a quick look at one of the Nissan GTR 2008 Super GT cars. So I'm glad that the person I relied on for the reputation of it was good, but I'd already profiled them as someone who is reliable based on other info they had. So thanks for watching, guys. Mini-Z out.